Hey family, welcome back to another episode of Ohtobewhole with your girl Camille Young. You're looking at her, she's right here. Glad to have you here with me. Guys, we're already halfway through the month of November. Can you believe it? Time is yet a-moving. But glad to have you here with me. Look, we're gonna dive right on into today's topic. But before I do that, let me just say, what's up, holy rollers? You know I gotta greet you. Glad to have you. Glad to have you as always. So look, we're going to dive right on in. Today's topic is, are you an adder, subtractor, multiplier, or an exponent in your relationship? Now, all of those terms that I use are mathematical terms. Okay, we know about addition, subtraction, multiplication, exponents. I didn't have the divider in there. Ooh, oh, this fresh off, hot off the press, baby. Divider, okay. Ooh, thank you, Lord. Okay, even though math was not my strong suit, baby, we gonna make this work. So let me redo my topic for today. Are you an adder, subtractor, multiplier, divider, or an exponent in your relationships? So let me be clear from the jump. I'm not just talking about intimate relationships, marital relationships, dating relationships. I'm talking broadly your relationships. So that's your friendships, that's your co-worker relationships, your church relationships, all of those areas I am talking about. Do you add? Do you subtract? Do you multiply? Do you divide? Or do you provide an exponential boost in those relationships? I wanted to ask this because I'm finding that, as we know, a lot of relationships are falling by the wayside, and people's relationships are breaking down, whether it's marriages, whether it's friendships. I mean, it's people been friends for 20 and 30 years sometimes, and the relationship, for whatever reason, breaks up. And I also wanted to address it is because this is something that I've been thinking about. When I enter a room or when I'm around people, my whole motivation 9 times out of 10 is, I'm gonna say 10 times out of 10, I'm just gonna say, unless the energy is just way off, and even then, my initial thoughts are, how do I add to the room? How do I become a multiplier in the room? How do I make an exponential connection, or not connection, but exponential impact? That's the word I want to use. How do I make an exponential impact in the room that I'm entering, or with the people that I'm around? And I wanted to bring that to the forefront and talk about it, because that should be your mindset. The two mathematical terms that I use that you don't want to be are a subtractor and a divider. But I'm finding that there is so much divisiveness. People want to divide. I found that people enjoy causing mess and being messy. All right, I'm just going to put it in them type of terms. And most people who are being messy are the ones who help to divide friendships, relationships, whether those relationships are marital, whether it's, like I said, co-worker, friendships, whatever it may be. When you come into a relationship when you interact in relationships and you bring greater division than you bring unity, or you bring greater subtraction than you bring addition, or more multiplication, y'all, that's a challenge. That means you are taking away from a relationship more than you are giving. You should be, and that's one thing that when I talk to people, about, wanting to be married and all of that, and ask questions like, well, why do you want to be married? 9 times out of 10, most people say things such as, because I want to feel loved and I want to be able to have a partner and companionship, and I want to be able to be financial stable or be a power couple, all it's usually wrapped around what they can receive. Okay? It's rare that people say, I want to be married because I know what I bring to the table and I'm wanting to invest in somebody. I want to help somebody go to the next dimension in their life. And I've always said that, especially since I've been on this wholeness journey. It's like, no, I want to be in a relationship because I'm ready to give. I'm ready to add life. I'm ready to baby, if you making $50,000 by the time I get with you, baby, we'll be definitely in six figures or above, honey, because I want to be have an exponential impact on on my husband's life. And I'm not bragging or nothing, but that's just how I roll. Any man that I've ever dated, all of them can say hey, I brought them up. Now, is it I brought them up because I feel like I'm training? No, I just know what God has invested in me and what the foundation that my parents put in me that I know I can bring to a man. I know this. I hope you know, if you're a single woman out there, I hope you know this. And if you're married, if you're not doing that, I challenge you. Figure out your man. If you a man and watching this, and figure out your wife. Figure her out. Learn her so that you can know how you can add and multiply or have an exponential impact in her life, which ultimately builds the relationship. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking pretty passionately about this because I don't like people who are divisive, and I don't like people who are leeches, who suck the very life out of you, out of a relationship, out of a room. How about that? You got people who will enter a room and their energy is so negative and so, like I said, divisive, and it's like, wow, why are they here? Will they hurry up and leave, honey? Because the energy that they are bringing is subtracting from the room. It's dividing the room. All right? So I want to challenge you to really think about, are you adding? Are you multiplying? Are you having an exponential impact, or are you subtracting and dividing? Okay? Those are the two mathematical terms you don't want to be. You don't want to subtract, nor do you want to divide. All right? So think about that as you survey your life, and as you survey the rooms that you enter. You on your job, you need to be, especially if you're a believer, you need to be the person that people come to when they're having a challenge. You need to be the person that brings the room up when something negative is happening. You bring the positivity and you electrify the room, or be the example of Christ for people. All right? You shouldn't be the one that people say, oh my God, is she a Christian? Is he a believer? And that's how he talk? Or that's how she act? That's not cool. You are subtracting from that. All right? So let's be adders. Let's be multipliers. Let's have the exponential impact in people's lives. All right? All right? So look, that's all I got for today. Be sure to get your book. I don't ever want to forget to say this. Get your book, y'all. Christmas is on the way. I got a lady who wants to order. I think she said about 2 or 3 books, but she's going to get some books so she can give them out for gifts. They are perfect gift items. I also have my t-shirts. This is not one, but you know my other t-shirts, I am whole and walking in my God-given purpose. Those shirts, you can get those as well. Just go to my website at ohtobewhole.com or email me at ohtobewhole@gmail.com so that you can place your order. and I can get these items to you, okay? Be sure to subscribe. Our subscriptions are going up a little bit, and there are some things I'm going to have to do on my end that I've neglected to do to help build the subscriptions as well. But if you're watching, go ahead and subscribe, all right? Hit like, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I need y'all to hit the thumbs up, okay? Hit that thumbs up and then put a comment down in that comment section, all right? Look, I am so glad that you were here. And I thank God for you being a part of the family of ohtobewhole, all right? And I look forward to seeing you on the next time, all right? And until next time, God bless.